Alicia or Ninja Kitten, and this video is going to be all about the MSD size diorama that I made for my doll Shyvana. Now I know she's not here yet, and I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but I just got so excited about her that I just really wanted to create her library. The library for that is in the D&D campaign that I play with a group of my friends. So I also wanted it for obviously for future photos once she gets here. So a bit of background on Shyvana and her character. She's my first D&D character. I know her the best. She's my passion. She's a high elf sorcerer, and she loves books, and she's really intelligent, and her whole life grew up going to a magic university, so she's very book smart. And in the campaign that I'm in, she has her own library room in the mansion that they found, and I felt like it would be full of books, and there'd be tables where she'd have potions and ingredients and like magic crystals and circles and experiments that she'd have, and there'd be models and skeletons and bones of monsters that they've fought, and there'd be plants everywhere, and I just felt like it would be very, kind of witchy, Halloween-y themed, but also, fantasy themed. So I started with a diorama box. So basically I just went to the dollar store and got a bunch of foam poster boards and found adhesive like drawer paper to put over the foam boards as if it was wood flooring and wallpaper. And I'll have pictures up here probably of the base box and everything as I'm going along, and then I'm obviously going to take things out and show you, and then I'm also going to show you like the full diorama, but it will take some finagling to get to show it to you because it is rather large. So once I covered the foam boards, I put everything together with lots of duct tape and hot glue, because hot glue is our savior. And I decided to try and make reading windows on both sides of the diorama box, which turned out okay. They turned out pretty good, but was the biggest pain in my butt. I don't think I will ever do it again. They're pretty good. They're also made out of the foam board and a bit of clear card holder sheets for the glass panes, and but once the box was put together, it was then time to furnish, which I was looking forward to. It was my favorite part. So I went to Hobby Lobby and the dollar store, and that's where I got everything. Hobby Lobby is where I got most of the furniture, and then the dollar store is where I got some of the miniature prop things as well. I got prop things as well at Hobby Lobby, but a lot of it came from the dollar store too. So I went a bit overboard, spent more than I should have, but it is okay. So I found a lot of the furnished pieces, if you're familiar with Hobby Lobby, in the woodcraft section. So a lot of them were actually like miniature shelves or miniature cupboards or dressers, and then I kind of combined them or modified them a little bit, and then I painted everything so that it looked all uniform in one color that I wanted. And so I will probably show here the full library, and then I will take out pieces and show you little bit by little bit. with the full library put together, but then I will show you little pieces. So I got a little chair that I painted. Yes, I got a chair that I painted from the dollar store. It's not obviously super finished, but just enough so that you can look like it is a wooden chair. I found these fabric pumpkins in different colors and took off the stems and turned them into little pillows. I have a few of them that I got from Hobby Lobby. So they sit on the sofa chair and the window box, the reading boxes. Oh my goodness. Stay. There we go. The recliner is just a plastic little sofa from the dollar store, and it was a little small, so I added some height on the bottom with some foam board. And then what I did is I found some fake fur at the Hobby Lobby and cut a piece and glued it on top, so it sits with a little pillow like that. It's really cute. Let's see here. What can I take out that's not going to destroy my thing? So I have a couple of little big flower arrangements that I put in here. So they're just glass potion bottles that were too big that I already had, and then I found I had fake flowers and I just made a little arrangement. There's 2 of those that I have. So I also made this, which is the lab shelf. As you can see here, it's full of stuff. So this was a wood shelf that I painted, and then this top part was a like a little treasure box that had little hinges in the middle, and I took off the clasp and then I opened it up and glued it to the shelf and made it, whoops, those were just clay fruit pieces that I need to now retrieve, but that is okay. But I just glued it to the shelf and it made it look like a lab table basically. So I got things on there that I found, all of these little potion bottles that I filled with food colored water, made it look like health potions, little succulent plant, but made it look like like it's a big plant on the table. Got these little lanterns from Hobby Lobby. They're so cute. I'm gonna put that down because I seem to have issues with keeping things in general. But yeah, found these little wooden pots and then these model little like bush herb things. So those I kept in there. Let's see. Just trying to see. Most of the things are glued down. There's a few things that are not, as evidenced by my earlier miscalculation. But other than that, so I glued all these little like plants in. I got some mini books. Let's see. Just trying to show you without knocking anything over. Okay, there. Everything should be good to go now. So I got a couple of miniature books here that were actually from Hobby Lobby, and one here and one here. I got like a plate full of crystals, some moss, some shells, different ingredients, and then this was one of my favorite finds. I found a leather pouch keychain that I turned into like her leather bag, and then I found these gold and silver pieces. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. And so it looks like there's gold and silver and copper on her shelf, or on her table. So Then the next thing that I did, let's not have another incident. So next thing we did is we made some things. There's a little wine bottle I gotta paint, and like a little sandwich. Let's see. I found, so this was a little dresser. So this was a separate pieces when I found them. So this has like a little drawer that comes out. And technically it had a little, I could open this top, but I'm not going to because I think it's painted shut, or it's sealed shut now. And then this top portion technically was like a little keepsake box, but it is now her little like dresser vanity. So that'll be nice. And then I topped it with a couple of plants. They were on top of there. And then some leftover money here. I think in the coming days I might make some like vanity items and put them on there because this is like her dressing table. And then I did some silver scroll work as if it was in like an arcane library. So these are all high elf runes that mean things like grace and wisdom. Same thing with this one. I think it means grace and power. And then like one of these means like eternal life, I believe. Let's see. So one of the other things I can take out and show you, let's see here. So I got a couple of these. I'm going to take off the books. So these were little keepsake boxes that had a clear glass cover that I took off. And I just kind of glued some things down, little time turner or hourglass here, seashells, pots and pans, or not pots and pans, pots with flowers, and then some bones at the top here. I have little DnD figures right now that are like little fungus people and whatever on here, and then like a flump up here, just because why not? She would have little models and stuff anyways. And then I made a couple of paper books myself. Now the shelves, because it's a library, are supposed to be full of a lot of books. So I think to fill it out, I'm gonna make some more, but I'm gonna make them with the filler out of foam and then cover it with like a cover. Whereas these ones actually have paper in them. So see, they have paper on them. And they were a little bit more difficult to make, so I think it will be easier if I just make ones without paper in them. And these just sat on there. They looked really nice. But for now, I don't want them to fall off. So the other things, there's a few things I can't show you just because I glued them down for to make sure they wouldn't fall off. But I made a couple of the longer potion bottle tubes, and I filled them with the fake bones and moss and some colored food coloring to make them look like specimen jars. And then there was some miniature wood frames that I got at Hobby Lobby, and then put with some scrapbooking paper that I found, some cool interesting scrapbook paper. I just cut out what I found was most interesting and made little like paintings. And the last thing, which was the skull of the bat, which was fake, or the skeleton of the bat, which I got from the dollar store. Shyvana would have a like a dragon or bat creature or bird creature skeleton hanging from her in the middle of her library for sure, so I wanted to include that. And everything was just kind of secured with hot glue mostly, maybe a bit of like sticky tack, but or not sticky tack, rubber cement sticker squares. There's a fireplace that I also, actually I can take that out and show you. The fireplace was just a wood box that I painted, and here are those specimen jars actually. And then these are just little plastic skulls from the dollar store, and then this was another plastic succulent plant I figured would be like a bigger plant that she could have. And then I made the fireplace and added little wood pieces and then a little light in there to make it look like there's embers glowing. And then the gold rune was the High Elven rune for Eternal Flame. So yeah, and then I just kind of added like a little piece of cardboard board with the wood on there to make it look like a mantelpiece. So nothing too special, just a little bit of engineering, thinking miniature basically. But that was pretty much all. Oh, last but not least, what I did, I haven't finished it yet, it's been sitting back behind me, this is going to be a dressing screen. These were the lids from the 2 bookshelves. I gotta finish painting it, but it's going to be a dressing screen that I can sit in front of the diorama and take pictures through it of the of Shy when I get her, so that I can have like a little added element to it. But like, so far this is the painting on it. It's a little hard to see with the glare, but it's just a little vines and flower painting. I gotta do the other side, but yeah, it will just open up like this and I'll be able to take pictures through it. So I can't wait to finish that. I just got a little tired last night. So other than that, I'm really excited. I can't wait. Everything was, like I said, easy, found at Hobby Lobby or the dollar store. Everything in miniature. My next video will hopefully be the unboxing of my doll. I can't wait. I'm really excited. I can't wait to take pictures and dress her up and do all sorts of stuff. I will put my Instagram in the description below if anybody wants to follow my DnD BJD adventures. And so until the next video, stay creative and hang in there. Later, Tater.